And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in. TGIF, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. We're bringing it to you live. Brian Anderson here. With me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us courtside is Allie LaForce. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Jared Vanderbilt, and it's Maggette in at the center position. To the inside. Banked it in off the glass. And so much to take in during the start of the season, Richard. It's hard to not overreact at times.
You got to remember that everything is going to get blown out of proportion in the first week. Give it some time, let it breathe before everyone jumps to conclusion.
And he gets that one.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And here's White. Cleveland working the ball around now. Now here's McGee. He's covered by Vincent from 18 feet away. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
Here's the eraser. He's covered by DeSumo. Somehow misses the two-handed jam. White for three. He buries it from three.
Now, he's a volume three-point shooter, but White can stick these corner threes in bunches.
Here's the eraser. He's covered by DeSumo. Here's the eraser. Caravan pulls it in.
He made that way more difficult than it had to be with that leaning jumper. As a result, he comes away empty.
Back to Wallace. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
And that one's good. The eraser.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Caravan. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's the eraser. He's covered by DeSumo. And that one's good. The eraser.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's McGee. We saw him with 19 his last time out.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
The motor of Kobe White. Grant seems to be ready to run the entire game and then some.
Oh, totally, B.A. For someone who is quick and can jump and has a strong handle, he's got plenty of stamina. And as a guard, you trust Kobe will make those effort plays. This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Here's Bowen. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. Bowen's got 6.
The adjustment, man, what a finish.
Outside White. DeSumo outside. And there's a pick. Wallace outside. 5 on the clock. Nails it from beyond the arc. 5 points in the game.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
The eraser. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And that's his second foul committed with a lot of game left. Gotta be careful.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Collins. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. takes a three. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
And just nails the three. Way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
And so it's Cleveland with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their key to consistency. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
They've got Jake LaRavia. He's out there with Hayes. And it's Connect in at the shooting guard position. A nice shot by McGee.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Ryan, back to you.
Great mentality. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And a miss there on the triple. Pass to Gonzalez. Here's Bowen. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Gonzalez. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And Cleveland has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave a team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more. Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. The Eraser's gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Here's Caravan. Good on the 13-footer. Caravan's got 6 points.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
And when we talk about the numbers, the analytics for great shooters like him, pretty much any shot is a good shot. He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Richard, it's just a few years into Desmond Bane's career, but he's historically good shooting threes.
I mean, B.A., he is over 40% for his career. In the top 25 all-time of three-point percentage, and that is on a major volume. Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Here's the Eraser. High arcing shot, and he lays it up and in. Give him 8.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Outside Jones. Buries it down low.
Give a good player a good look, and you know what the outcome will be.
Gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. Shoots off the step back. He hits the back iron and sinks it. The Eraser's got 6 points in the quarter.
Getting comfortable in the second quarter. His efficiency is finally on the rise.
Jones feels it out. To the paint. Shot, left block. Caravan, no good. Gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go in the second quarter. The Eraser, the pass to Gonzalez. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Bryant outside. Over Hayes. Bryant, no good.
Nice reaction defensively, determined to make that a difficult shot.
Right wing. There's the triple. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
It's stolen. Down low. Deflects the pass. That one falls. Gonzalez has got 10 points in the game.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
To end the run, a nice shot by McGee.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. They're up by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
How have they kept it this close? Their D has been invisible. Come on, fellas, get after it.
Yeah, just a few more stops and this score would be totally different. All right, fellas, time now to take a look at these early season standings in the East.
I think for Cleveland, they've looked okay early on, but it's going to take a lot of work to get this team to the next tier. Plenty of competition ahead of them and not much room for error.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Shooting a legendary 79%. Their offense is just on a tear. We've got Kobe White, and it's Wallace in at the 4. That's the group for Billy Donovan, getting going here in the second half.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Here's McGee. Vincent with the defensive effort.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Good. The Erasers got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
McGee with it. He's got 11. And McGee with the stuff.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Vanderbilt, a screen on White. Here's Bowen. Here's Vanderbilt. Pass to the Eraser. Another shot. And it's good on the lay-in. The Erasers got 19 points.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And with a pause in the action, here we have the best rebounding teams from last year. In the third spot, Cleveland.
Well, last year they took great pride in rebounding, understanding the importance of winning the possession battle.
Cleveland trails by 7. Outside White. Cleveland working the ball around now. Wallace. Here's Caravan. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Bowen passes to the Eraser. And the layup is good off the glass. 21 points in the game.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
Now here's McGee. He's covered by Vincent. And it's going to be a 3-second call. All right, a moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Cleveland. On Monday, and then on Wednesday.
And for that matchup with Las Vegas, it's going to be their 7th outing on the year. You feel the team will continue to round into form.
Gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Here's the eraser. He's covered by DeSumo, and it's good for 2. The eraser's got 10 points in just the second half.
And very few teams rely on mid-range jumpers nowadays, but that's been their preferred way of finding points.
Left side White. Here's Caravan. He's got 11, and the shot's good.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
And it's good. 2 points.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And the foul on Gabe Vincent. That's his first foul. Bryant, he's checked in for Cleveland. Jones comes in for DeSumo.
Substitution on the court.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Bryant finds Jones. Pass to Caravan. This one for 3. No luck on that one.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Gonzalez. 10 points for him. And yep, it's good.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Cleveland trails by 10. McGee in the post. Some room here for Jones. Here's Caravan. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Gotten 7 of 8 shots to fall in the third quarter so far. Inside. It's tipped. Stolen by Bryant. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. Bryant's got his first points in this one.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
And finished off by Hayes.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
And they're running. The finish.
Oh, no.
Look out. Ruthless.
Whoa. How is the hoop still standing?
Ooh. And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover. Man, the defender really went after him.
This is his second trip to the line in the game. And he knocks down the first one. Both teams will make substitutions. That one's no good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up by 11. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up along the sidelines. Let's check it out.
It's not going to be easy. We got to stay with it when it's not going well. We're all right. Come on, a lot of time. A lot of time. Keep battling.
And Billy Donovan recognizing it's a long game and his team can come back.
They absolutely can. But it starts with getting stops and their defense translating into great offense.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Jake LaRavia is out there with Hayes. Then it's Dalton Connect, and it's Bowen in at the point guard position.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Here's Gonzalez. LaRavia outside. 6 to shoot. Shot on the wing. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Here's the eraser. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. The shot no good.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
Puts up the tray. Money from three.
Part of the development of White's game, setting up teammates more.
McGee's gone 1 for 2 from the three-point line. Vincent outside. Here's the eraser. The 15-footer. It's gone. What a J.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
McGee in the post. He's covered by Vincent. Yes, sir!
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Here's the eraser. He's covered by DeSumo. Both hands there for a little extra.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Shoots a three. Cleared away by Vanderbilt.
That's kind of a Hail Mary there. That's the mark of desperation.
He's off from three. Cleveland trails by 8. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland.
I'm not sure what he was thinking. That's a weird pass.
Stolen by Vanderbilt. White with a steal. They've got numbers. Yes, sir! Moving quick and a great assist in transition.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
A minute 4 left in the final quarter. Here's the eraser. 6 on the shot clock. And the 3 misses. It's a race against time as they try to go on a run of their own.
Yeah, and right now the clock may be their biggest enemy.
Wallace outside. Misses the 3.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
First team foul.
Shoots. Oh, he dropped in a sweet J.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Cleared away by Vanderbilt. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort. This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Buries it! The visiting club takes the win on the road. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Indoors, the rhythm of the season beginning to set in. Teams are starting to establish their identity.
They're also starting to understand, all right, these are our rotations. The players are now establishing their roles. You are definitely starting to see teams not only hone into their approach, but refine their approach.
A look at San Diego's starting group. We've got White. The general is out there with Aldridge. And it's Knight in at the 4 spot. Here's Lee. Lets it go from deep. A three-pointer is right on target.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Pass to Hagan. To the middle. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Get it to the right guy, get a high percentage look, and that's the kind of game they want to play tonight.
A shot off that time. Now San Diego with it. It's a 3-point game. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Dagnall. He told me when he was watching film of their opponent, what stood out was Lauri Markkanen's efficiency. Coach said Markkanen doesn't need high usage to be effective. He gets a lot of his points off of movement, and he brings versatility to this offense. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Well, a late first-round pick, Doris, back in 2022. Walker Kessler proving he was a sleeper. He has shown a lot for sure.
Oh, no question about it, Kevin. We are talking about a guy who's got size. He's consistent on the backboards, but there's an offensive arsenal there that maybe was a bit unexpected.
Here's White. The shot from the low post is good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Hamilton. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. It's hauled in by San Diego.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
Outside Knight, this one for 3, drains the three-pointer. And this game is tied up now.
Guys with size who can shoot with range, that is a tough tandem to defend.
Hit the crossover, and the layup is good. 6 points for Goose.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Out to White. The 3. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. Williams, a screen on Aldridge. There's Lee with the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Lee's got 6.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Now on against White. Over Allen. White, good. White's got his second basket of the night. 27 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Hamilton driving to the basket.
And then the young fella busts out the slick move inside to get open for the jam.
Greg, that was sick and slick. The D had no chance. Here's Higgins. Off with the layup. There's Lee with the 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we reached the end of the first quarter. They're up by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Jason Wallace is out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's Wiggins. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. And for San Diego, Nurkic is out there with Martin. Then there's Aldridge. Then it's Neely, and it's Webster in at the 3, the small forward. Down low. Back to Nurkic. San Diego moving the ball around. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Webster's got his first 2 points.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
Caruso, the pass to Hartenstein. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
Boy, the defense hanging in right there, making that shot really difficult.
Webster, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
Williams is checked in for Aaron Wiggins. Lets a floater go. He takes it up and lays it in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
San Diego trails by 4.
Home team foul. Number 15.
Hamilton's checked in for Wallace. Knight's checked in for San Diego.
Substitution on the court.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. For the 3. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Gone 2 or 3 from the field here to open the second quarter.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Baby, it is showtime. Here's Webster, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky.
Nice ball movement by Caruso. He wants to be the playmaker for this team.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. San Diego trails by 6. Webster with it. He's got 7. From deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Webster's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Now it's hard to see OKC doing what they did last year without Hartenstein.
I would argue, Kevin, one of the biggest free agent signings in that particular offseason. Hartenstein fills a role as important as any on the team. He can facilitate offense. He's a rim protector, a dominant rebounder. You talk about a plug-and-play guy, that's Isaiah.
Catching up on the changes for San Diego. Love comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and it's the general in for Aldridge. Hamilton outside. On the wing, Lee. From past the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Lee's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
Webster with it. Working on Lee. Pass to Love. Here's Higgins. Defended by Caruso. 5 to shoot. Higgins, the pass to Love. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Hamilton. Now Hartenstein. Here's Lee outside and stolen by Knight. And they're pushing it up. And the basket by Webster. Webster's got 12 points in the game.
Boy, that's fast break basketball at its absolute best. Outstanding assist to finish it off.
Lee gets the bucket. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. They're up by 6. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far. Interesting to use the term hierarchy, but I wonder, how would you guys rate our studio hierarchy?
Well, Ernest, when you try to bring out the big words like hierarchy, anyway, I think they're going to play it safe. But the hierarchy, I'm going to pass it to Shaq.
How dare you disrespect the Ernster? No, Ernie gets the throne. He's the one I trust calling the shots. Are you crazy, Kenny?
Well, all right. Good point, big fella. But only if he doesn't get to pick our ties.
Come on, you guys would look fantastic in bow ties. I've got some extras here. All right, looking back now at that first half, we just saw some obstacles to overcome for San Diego.
I've seen more stops in All-Star games. What do they call it, guys? Oh, yeah, Matador defense. They're just letting scorers go by.
Ole, ole, ole. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We've seen a tremendous game from Goose.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for San Diego. They trail by 6. We've got Goose. Jared Allen is out there with Williams. And it's Lee in at the 2 spot. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half. Hamilton left side. It's rebounded by Aldridge. San Diego trails by 4.
Number 15, second personal foul, first team foul.
To the paint, trying to find White, gets it to him, and the hand by White.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Pushing it up for the tie. Higgins the pass to White. San Diego moving the ball around. The shot by Higgins, no good. It's a neck-and-neck game in San Francisco. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, before games, Jared Allen makes a point of fist bumping and connecting, not just with teammates and coaches, but team staff, security, ball boys. He said it's showing everybody love. They're all a part of it. I'm getting them hyped for the game, and it gets me going too. Back over to you guys.
All about that connection. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. A nice shot by Knight.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Wonderfully up to this point, 67%. Here's Hamilton. He takes it in. It's hauled in by San Diego.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
And it's White missing. Gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Well, one thing the fans have come to expect from Jared Allen, Doris, some acrobatic finishes.
What's amazing, Kevin, is you might be looking at the rim, and there is no Jared Allen in your vicinity, and then a second later he's flying by and finishing. He's got great instincts.
Here's Lee outside. Allen the bounce pass. And stolen by Aldridge. And now San Diego on the break for the lead. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Wiggins is checked in for Kenrich Williams. That free throw, no good. And it's tied up with that one.
Boy, the missed free throw there keeping this game at even. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
Here's Hamilton. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Out to White. Pass to Knight. For the lead. Good on the triple. Knight's got the lead up to 1 now for San Diego.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
Lee outside. And here is Allen. Doesn't go that time. White with the defensive effort. Over Hamilton. And it's White missing.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
And a wide open look for Lee. The three-pointer, no good.
San Diego timeout.
Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
And boy, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
Boy, it's got to be so frustrating for him. As hard as he has worked, doing everything he can to help his team, just heartbreaking.
San Diego, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Webster passes to Neely. The three. That one doesn't drop. Gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Hamilton. Allen finds Wiggins, kicks it out to Allen. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Lee for 3. That one's not going to go. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. San Diego ahead, leading by a point. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Taking a look at San Diego. They've got Pollard. Nurkic is out there with Neely. And it's Webster in at the shooting guard. Knight for 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Hamilton outside. Williams dishes to Wallace. book it off the crossover. Wallace has got his first points of the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And taken away by Wallace. And stolen by Knight. And now San Diego on the break. Here's Pollard. Defended by Caruso. And he banks the layup in. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for San Diego.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
Hamilton outside. Wallace outside. Buries the deep ball.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. And you don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. San Diego with some changes. Whitey's checked in for Nurkic. The general comes in for Pollard. And Aldridge is subbed in for Nealon. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any three they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
Allie, thank you so much. A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Hey guys, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for San Diego. All signs point to a high ankle sprain, something that they're going to have to be very careful with. Obviously not how they plan to start the year, and they'll have to make some early adjustments to compensate. Guys?
Allie, thanks as always. Never like to see any kind of injury, Greg.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest parts of the game because you have little to no control of it.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
Lee against Aldridge. For three. White pulls it down. San Diego, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Can't get it to go.
Boy, when you're trying to make up ground, every shot counts. You have got to be selective.
Nice use of the glass and the finish.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Floats one up. The shot is good.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Knight. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Knocks down the three.
Boy, defensively, you deserve to get torched from deep if you leave him that open. My goodness.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting to San Diego.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So it gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Just terrific job knocking these down in a big spot.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The long shot, no good.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half. Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct
take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for San Diego.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he is unable to get the second one. A three-pointer. Good.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
And they're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
That's what you call clutch free throws, and he shuts the door on this basketball game. Great job.
So San Diego wins it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Let's meet your home team. Well, Grant, we're still early on in this new season. I imagine it can be difficult to get back into the flow of things.
You know, B.A., you're spot on. It definitely takes some time to get used to the grind of the season again. You know, between the traveling and the hotel rooms, changing time zones. But you find your flow again eventually.
So here's Las Vegas' starting group. We've got Ivica Zubac, and it's Robertson in at the 2. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Silk. Back to Hardaway for 3. Sinks the tray.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Trent outside. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Here's Silk. With the floater. And the layup is good.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
Here's Trent. Whoa! Oh, my goodness! And he dunks it down.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Now here's Zubac.
Team foul. Alexander. First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Fires the 3. Zubac with the steal. On the break. Here's Robertson. Oh, get you some.
Nice. Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Here's Alexander. From outside, off the mark. The 3rd pick in the 2019 draft, R.J. Barrett has that ideal build for an NBA wing.
Well, B.A., he definitely has that. 6'6", strong, athletic. Well, what's the biggest key for R.J. going forward? It's consistency with his shooting, which can complement his ability to create off the dribble.
Outside Hardaway. is stuffed right through.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Trent on the wing. 1:24 left to play in the first quarter. Puts up a three. Alexander misses.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Here's Silk. Williams grabs the board. Gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Jacks up a three. They get it back. Here's Perez. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Everybody appreciates that extra effort on the glass.
Outside Hardaway. And the three-pointer goes. Hardaway's got 8.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Trent. Oh, how about that?
Oh, out of my way.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose to dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very small.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5. Oh, man!
Look out below.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Now here's Hardaway. He's got 11, and that one good.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Here's Trent. Yep, that one goes. Give him 8.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Hardaway with it. Here's Zubac. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
Makes his selection just in time.
And so it's Las Vegas with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be right back after this word. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Las Vegas.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And another thing that has really opened up the rest of the floor is their damage from the mid-range area.
They've got Royce O'Neal, and it's Malowacz in at the 5. On the floor for Las Vegas, Sam Merrill out there with Max Strus. Then it's Larry Nance. Then it's DeAndre Hunter. And it's Silk in at the 4-man position.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Now Merrill. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. Here's Silk. From down in the low post, it goes. Silk's got 4 points this quarter. Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, B.A., the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington. But Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV.
Oh, I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler, of course.
Even better answer.
And Las Vegas making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. The home team on D. They trail by 9. Payne comes with a double. Nance for 3. And he buries his first look.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, they have just found the better looks, and they are capitalizing.
Trent's shot is off. Las Vegas leading by 12. Here's Silk. He's got 6.
Team foul.
And Las Vegas making a change here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
to Hardaway. Here's Robertson. Shot clock at 6. And Las Vegas, another 3.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, guys. A lot of conversation in the NBA about expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver said there are clearly markets out there that are very interested and will run through a process. I'm looking forward to it. There's an enormous amount of interest out there. It's on the league to look at it holistically. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Hardaway's shot is good. Hardaway's got 15.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Out to the right wing. Here's Robertson. The second effort. And he gets it to go. Hardaway's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And their intensity has only picked up this quarter, even while holding the lead.
Trent with room to shoot. The wide open shot is on the money. Here's Soap. He's got 6. 58 seconds left to play in the first half. Merrill, he's checked in for Las Vegas.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Merrill. Pass to Zubac. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Here's Alexander. Off target with the 3. Las Vegas leading by 16. Throws it up high, and it's slammed in by Zubac.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Shooting a nice 57% rate from the field in the second quarter. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Let's go with a 3. Knocks down the long J. And Las Vegas leads by 21.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
To the left side wing. Here's Alexander. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Alexander's got 5 now.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And so it's Las Vegas. Feeling confident. 18-point lead to end that quarter. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. We'll be right back with you shortly.
The ball has energy tonight, Shaq. I mean, they're looking for each other out there. They're finding scorers in their right spots.
All right, fellas. Let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
And taking a look at Las Vegas, couldn't have had asked for a better start. I love the focus, and they're determined.
Come on, man.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Las Vegas leading by 18. We've got Mark Williams, and it's Bain in at the 4 slot. And that's the group for Jordan Ott as we begin the second half.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Here's Alexander. Connects from downtown. Alexander's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
His 3-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
To the middle. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Trent for three. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Hardaway. To the inside. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Here's Alexander. Give him 8. Misfires on the corner 3.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we see over 120 possessions a game, but the efficiency is at an all-time high.
A quick break, and we look at our 2K leaderboard for three-point shooting last season.
A stat every team wants to excel in, three-point shooting. Both of these teams were fantastic from deep last season.
Outside Hardaway, pass to Zubac. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Here's Alexander. Fires in the triple. Alexander's got 6 here in the quarter.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Launches it. Knocks it down from distance. And Las Vegas leads by 17.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Trent on the wing. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Alexander. The 3 is up. Knocks down the triple. Alexander's got 9 points now in the second half.
12 consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Las Vegas moving that ball around. Here's Silk. Stolen by Bain. And here's the fast break. Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Hardaway. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Silk. That one a little long. Got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. 40 seconds left in the third. To the wing on the left. Clock at 6. Here's Alexander. He's got 14. Trent's shot is off. Three-pointer. Alexander pulls it in. Shooting 64% for the game. Amazing. Payne with a screen on Hardaway. Pass to Williams. Trent on the wing. Here's the 3. He drops it from range. Trent's got 22 points.
Now he's leading the charge for them, but let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
He's doing everything he can to keep them in this game.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. It's Las Vegas up 11. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the floor for Las Vegas, Max Strus is out there with Sam Merrill. Then it's DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Larry Nance. And it's Silk in at the power forward position.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Fires from deep. And it's Bain with the rebound. Pass to Trent. Bain with a screen on Strus. Trent from long range. Drills it from deep. 25 points in the game.
When this guy starts hitting threes, watch out. He's just pouring it on this half.
And here's Hunter. Jams it home!
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Strus against Trent. Beyond the arc. The triple drop.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Las Vegas leading by 4. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. So both teams making some changes here. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well during that last break I heard Kenny Atkinson as he talked with his team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, we're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall. Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And it's in there.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
Williams with the screen. Oh, off target from downtown. For Las Vegas, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Cash from downtown.
Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
Here's Alexander, defended by Hardaway. Now Trent from deep. Buries it from outside.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
Well, you would think by now they would have learned their lesson defensively. You have to stay connected to him.
Ooh, it doesn't go. Gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Here's Alexander. For 3. The 3 is in.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
And he's keeping the game within striking distance. I don't know where they'd be without his shooting.
Oh, it's off. Gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Trent outside. 52 seconds left in the game. To tie it up. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Well, controlling your heart rate in big moments like this is something that coaches talk about, and this guy can do it.
Oh, he comes right back with a 3 of his own.
Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
From downtown. Yes, sir, with the 3.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now here's Hardaway. Outside Zubac. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. Can't get the 3. And Jordan Ott decides to call timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Trent. And
this defense scrambling. Even when they've got two guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. What a performance they have here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And time to present our player of the game.
Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sidelines. We've already seen some great plays from this year's rookie class, and there will surely be more to follow as we move through the month of November. Now let's look at the rookies leading the charge with their play in the Rookie of the Year race. Well, you look at Edgecombe. He's a ways down the ladder if the award was given out today, but there's still time in this season for him.
And we've really got a tremendous group of rookies this year. It's going to be exciting to see them vying for the coveted award.
Well, they're already making their presence felt and really showing they belong. That's what it's all about as they begin their, hopefully, long and productive NBA careers.
So here's Miami's starting group. We've got Quentin Grimes. Clark is out there with the chosen one. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Rowe in at the point. And for Milwaukee, they've got Alexander, the captain, out there with Jock Landale. And it's Cleveland in a shooting guard. We have the first leg of the NBA season, Greg, now behind us. The standings starting to come into shape.
Yeah, right now is when you can make sense of wins and losses. Who you play matters so much early on, but things have started here to balance out.
And so it's Milwaukee with it, following the score by Miami. Lets it go with the three. And he's good on the three ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's the chosen one. Here's Grimes. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Gardner. Off target from three-point range. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Rowe. Now Drummond. To the inside. Here's Clark. It's Grimes on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Here's the captain. Got it from 16 feet.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Pass to Drummond. Here's the chosen one. Drummond a screen. The chosen one passes to Grimes. Here's the chosen one. No good from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
There's the pick. Here's Gardner. No good on the three.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
And it's Rowe missing.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's ready to talk things through with them. So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
McCain with the ball, defended by Sharp. Looking to end the run, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Well, people forget, when Grant came into the league, he was a defense-first type of player.
Stolen by Grant. Here he goes. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for. Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Sharp against McCain. Sharp, the pass to Gardner. Buries the long-range jumper. The captain's got his second basket of the night.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Here's the chosen one. He's covered by Grant. Heat moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Rowe passes to Drummond. Miami again turning it over.
Yeah, what a disconnect. Sloppy play like that is something they can expect to come up in the film session.
And the Heat with some changes. Bonus checked in, and it's Clark in for the chosen one. Grant the pass to Gardner. Three-pointer. And it's Bona with the rebound. Here's Oubre. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Here's the captain. Fires the three. Good on the three-point shot. The captain's got a couple of threes now in the first for Milwaukee.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And so it's Milwaukee in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And another thing coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Jackson is out there with Jeremy Grant. Then it's Sharp, and it's Alexander, and at the three, the small forward. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Jeremy Grant began his career as an activity role player, but he's been adding layers. He said at the start, whatever I needed to do to get on the court, whether it was defense, rebounding, blocking shots, I was going to do it. I wanted to see what I was capable of, so I put a lot of work in expanding my role. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by McCain. Milwaukee making a switch here. Cleveland's checked in, and Miami with a change here too. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Edgecombe. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Pass to Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Cleveland. McCain defending. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for Clark. How he did last season. Averaged about 11 points a game. 5 rebounds and 3 assists. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
So Stan, the Thunder were the rare young team to win it all. But championship teams usually have a lot of veterans. Why is that? I mean, like, how do you explain that role?
Well, look, the more you know, the more you've been through certain situations, the easier it is to react effectively in that situation. You'll see guys be ahead of a play. Why? Because they've seen that play hundreds, even thousands of times developing that young guys haven't. So experience certainly helps.
The shake. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Clark.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Drives to the hoop. Up and in on the layup. He has 6.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
No question, Michael Porter Jr. is a true shooter. Stan, he gets out there and scores, it seems like, every possession.
Well, listen, Michael Porter Jr. is not only a great shooter, he's got that high release
that people can't get to. So he knows when he shoots it, it's just a matter of make or miss.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. G.G. Jackson. He's checked in for Grant. And the captain sub in for Alexander. Pass to Cleveland. Here's the captain. Sharp, the pass to Gardner. There's Cleveland. Here's the captain. Last time, 14 points for him.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Yep, that one goes in there. And now just a 1-point Milwaukee lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Sharp, the pass to Gardner. There's the triple. A chosen one with the rebound.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Here's Rowe. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to the captain. Pulls it up. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Here's Barlow. Buries it from 3-point range. Now it's a 4-point Miami lead. Here's Gardner. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. The captain's got 11 points. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Heat lead by 1. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Well, they've worked the ball inside at every turn. This is your type of game, Shaq.
Yeah, the closer to the cup, the better.
And time now to swing it around. And that is our...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what we're seeing from the captain.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. The chosen one out there with Clark. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Quentin Grimes. And it's Rowe in at the point.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Here's Gardner. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Here's Rowe. 7 points in the game. The chosen one gets the basket.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Pass to the captain. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. The chosen one gets the basket.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Milwaukee trails by 3. Here's the captain. 17 points in the game. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Fast break, Milwaukee. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. He's got 8.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Stan, Michael Porter Jr. is a crucial piece to this offense.
Oh, he absolutely is, Kevin. First of all, we know that shooting provides space for other people to operate, and he certainly does that. But Michael Porter Jr. is also a very timely cutter and gets his share of easy buckets. Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
The Heat have gone 1-for-1, making their previous attempt at the line. Milwaukee trails by 4.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:56 left to play in the third. Pass to Cleveland. Lets it fly from 18. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it. Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Cleveland, the pass to Gardner. And another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Cleveland, the pass to Gardner. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. The chosen one's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Rowe. Launches it. Bangs home the trifecta. Rowe's got the lead up to 8 now for the Heat.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. The captain's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Here's the chosen one. And again, Miami with the triple.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
They set the pick. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's the captain. 22 points for him. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Out to the wing. Here's the chosen one. And again, Miami with the triple.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. Heat out front, leading by... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. They've got Jackson. Sharp out there with Grant. And it's Cleveland in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
And the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy's determined to finish.
Can't get it to fall.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Here's Rowe. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Heat lead by 13. Rowe's got nearly everything to drop for him, shooting 5 of 6 from the field. Here's McCain. And the shot goes in. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
The Heat leading by 12. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. A different look for Milwaukee. Jock Landale's checked in for G.G. Jackson. Alexander comes in for Grant, and the captain subbed in for Sharp. And then for Miami, Andre Drummond's checked in for Trendon Watford. Clark comes in for Kelly Oubre, and it's the chosen one in for Jared McCain. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. And they told the team, let's keep doing what we're doing. We're up. Do not forget that. They told their team to just relax, to have fun, and to finish this one out. We'll see if they do, guys.
Thank you, Allie. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Not gonna go. Milwaukee trails by 15. Puts up the three. Good.
Look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
We've got 1:48 left in the game. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
Fires. Oh, and wide open, nails the jam.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
The Heat leading by 10. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. That one is good.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Plays it in off the window.
Well, if Drummond's going to score, the paint is where it's going to happen.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Heat.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the chosen one.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
.27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Creating space. What a move.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Here's the captain. Misses the deep three.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they